Good morning, welcome to Cosmiclighthouse. My name is Justine. We're gonna do a really quick energy check-in. During my morning meditation, I had an epiphany that I had to relearn, and that epiphany was our ego is going to make us go into fight or flight mode. Our ego is going to make us fear things. Our ego is going to be loud. Our intuition is going to be softer. If I'm in a situation right now where I'm having to be faced with what am I allowing myself to listen to? Am I going to listen to others? Am I going to listen to myself? Am I going to be so raw and authentic with where I'm at in my life? How am I going to move forward? What am I actually doing? And I recognize that this intense transformation, it does have to do with Pluto. And we're also a Mercury retrograde. What else have we got going on? I cannot have this be a hot ass reading, y'all. Jupiter is still in retrograde. Uranus is still in retrograde. Neptune's in retrograde. And we're about to go into Mars retrograde. So there's an intense transformation of our inner narrative, and if it needs to be switched, how do we switch it? Transformation isn't just like a one thing. Look at this hat, guys. Look at this. This is incredible. It's so good. It's so good. I just made this. Oh no, now I'm gonna be playing with this. You guys, I made a mistake. Okay. This act of transformation with shadow work and healing, it is a continuous cycle. It's not just one layer. Okay, I got a very clear message there. The collective needs to know that they're not going to be aware of how the cycle is impacting them until they're in it or through it. I'm going through this wave of activation to help you guys. Nothing's new, gang. Nothing's new with this channel. It's a teacher-student type of vibe. I'm going through this extreme activation to learn how to navigate it, to get the key points, so that way if y'all are going through this next stage, here are your kind of guidelines and your instructions, and that's my job here as a starseed on Gaia. I think humans are really scared to evolve, especially at the rate of de-evolution that has happened over the last couple of decades. Individuals' mindsets really truly are stuck in fight or flight mode, and when you are so used to that, I am so used to being in fight or flight mode, I have to recalibrate and re-recognize these physical triggers from past PTSD and sit and recognize with them and then release it. You do not have to identify with your past trauma. You do not have to identify with anything but yourself and how you continuously grow and evolve. This is the part of Ascension where I'm like, if you fuck around and find out with my TV, you're licking your lips and looking at me like I'm just a cat. What are you going to do about it? Okay. You're so right, bestie girl. Okay, I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna do a quick side note. This morning, Ricky was screaming and crying. Nothing new. Look at her. We love Ricky. Wait a second. I'm getting off track, you guys. This is not Ricky. I'm gonna keep her in the shot. This morning, she was screaming and crying, and then I picked her up and I said, one day you're not going to be here, and I'm gonna miss those moments of you screaming and crying for attention. And life is so short, dude. What do you want to do with it? How are you going to allow yourself to exist on this planet? Are you going to let yourself be controlled by fear? Propaganda. You know, that type of shit. Are you going to allow yourself to be caught up in the fear that is reality? You cannot avoid it. You have to face this shit dead on. I don't want you guys to think that I'm out here being like, live in la la land. No, I'm such a realist. It's scary. I struggle with being more optimistic. I need you to understand that we have to do the work. I saw a quote this morning, and it said, it was from the Bible, and it was like, I know Justine's quoting the Bible, people, watch out. It was talking about how Jesus said, I put you alone so that way you can find me. And again, guys, I look at everything that man says as a affirmation of what we are supposed to do with ourselves. If we get put in a space where we have to be alone and sit, we have to find me. We have to find ourselves. Friendly reminder that Jesus was here teaching people how to consciously figure out how to free themselves so they can connect with the Christ consciousness. Love you. You want to know what's weird? Again, lore drop in Justine's life. I have been wanting to get a Bible again just to look at it from the perception of knowledge that I have now, and not as like the closed-minded Christian woman that I was. You know what I mean? I can look at it with such a different lens. Like, I'm not going in this yap session, guys. I'm cutting myself off. I can hear and see you. Anyway, I've been reading this book. Ace of Cups was in the reverse there. We're definitely in this energy still of how do we activate our heart chakra. If you haven't watched that video, definitely go watch it. I've been reading this book, and the book is all about how we can actually authentically love ourselves. What do we give ourselves? And it talks about this exterior and interior dialogue, and how we need to allow ourselves the space to listen to our inner dialogue. And if we have, girl, what are you doing? Are you stuck? I'm coming. You're okay. You're okay. I know. You okay? See, this is why we don't need to be playing with these things. You're okay. Y'all ready? Dangle test. Okay. Hi, welcome to Cosmiclighthouse. I press play on a video camera and I don't edit, and I just let my ADHD just kind of spew out, and it's entertainment. Anyway, thank you. Internal dialogue, and how it can impact us if we allow it to be a exterior entity in our life. So we always have voices going on in our head. We have this dialogue that's narrating everything. How can we detach from that and become the observer? And that is the key to mastering our mind, is by listening, observing, and then rewiring. The process of reprogramming is not cute. It is not a cute process. It is not an easy process. I want to do a side note, just to do a side note out here. Please stop abusing drugs and using it as spiritual bypassing. I'm sorry, just because you're doing a bunch of K at a music festival, and like, I don't want to word this. You can have experiences like that, because sometimes I think experiences of you going on your own journey, you doing these things, you figuring out, you know, different vibrations of consciousness through your whatever you're doing. That is not the only way to connect with spirit and your higher self in meditation. Do not be going out here doing a bunch of nose drugs and saying that you are a fucking starseed, because what are you actually doing? And I've been noticing how much I don't want to be involved with the EDM community anymore, because they're also like, this is love and light, but they're all vampires. Y'all not understand when you do these types of substances that you're opening yourself up to other energies? Like, are you protecting yourself while you're doing this? Or are you just being dumb and harming yourself? And I don't want that, because I have been dumb and have harmed myself in those ways. And I'm not coming from a place of judgment. I'm just coming from a place of, it's not going to do anything for you. It's not going to do anything for you. But everybody has their own path. We've been yapping for 11 minutes. Let's get into this. Ace of Cups, fulfillment. It's back again. You need to figure out how to fill up your own cup, man. Nobody's going to do the work for you but you. And sometimes, I'm sorry if you get triggered by the sentence that is going to be coming out of my mouth. Sometimes I think that is the most toxic thing about the Christian community. And again, hi, I was going to be a pastor. I know all about this community. I was so involved with it to such an extreme level of toxicity. And like, that's just my own experience. And I'm not dismissing or coming at you for your beliefs, because you can have your own relationship with Source however you want to have your relationship. Anyway, you guys, where was I going with this? Using Christianity as an excuse for shitty behavior? You can't do that. And I think that's the most toxic thing about that, is because this idea that, oh, somebody's gonna save us. We do all these shitty things, and at the end we can say that we love God and then we're forgiven. I don't know. Again, I don't want to go down this wormhole of this rant, but these are important things to talk about. You are the one that's going to save yourself and free yourself and find connection to this Christ consciousness, find connection to this unity consciousness, this cosmic consciousness, this physical vibration, this plane of existence that is outside of us. Do Christianity and consumerism go hand in hand? I can't be ranting about this anymore. Oh, God. I put on amethyst today, and my crown chakra's like, hello, downloads are here. All right, what does the collective need to know this time? First card out, incubation. We're definitely in the space of rebirth and it being uncomfortable. This is Empress energy. This is fertile energy. Astara happens in spring, I believe. Ooh, love that. If there's a seed planted, there are roots. And these roots are just as important as the physical plant coming out of the surface. When you ground yourself, when you sit with yourself, when you're in this energy of understanding that, like, oh, these seeds have been planted in my life, good or bad, you have to recognize that there are roots to them, and you can't just, like, pull the tops off with weed eating. You have to dig it up and release it. Interesting. Fire, passion. This is Phoenix rising energy. This is an awakening of somebody's subconscious. And I'm right there with you, dude. This level of activation is gonna just keep evolving. It's just gonna keep snowballing. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, but it's gonna be uncomfortable and it's gonna have to happen one step at a time, because if you take a huge spiritual jump, it's gonna leave the fragmented energy between the jumps of quantum jumping and timeline or whatever to be distorted. And that's gonna cause more chaos. Are you operating from chaos magic or love? Balance. Go sit with Earth right now. She heals. Water heals. The earth is a healer. And we forgot that. Our society is so caught up in this. And I have a really bad addiction to my phone, and I have to get away from it. But the social media entity is real. And if you've seen it, you know what I'm fucking talking about. That shit's scary. I saw it in meditation once. Freaked me out. I talked about this in another episode. I want to say like a year ago. Jimbo, the drag clown, on our All-Stars season, she does a look, and it looks exactly like that entity. And I was like, I wonder if Jimbo's seen it. Wouldn't surprise me. We love Jimbo. We love the drag clown. You guys could be seeing a lot of spirals recently. Understand that, like, when you look at your life as a spiral, that is exactly how it needs to be. Because it means that you're moving. You can't fight the current. Some of you are trying to fight the current. This morning, during my meditation, I just literally sat there, started crying, and being like, I surrender. It is what it is. Everything that will need to be will always be, and I'm not going to force things in my life. I'm not going to ask specific people to show up in my life the way that I want them to show up. If people are going to be in my life, they're going to show up the way that they're going to show up. People are going to be themselves no matter what. You cannot hide yourself right now. You cannot hide yourself right now. So what type of vibe are you putting out? Cloak. Concealment. Something, for some of you, some information is not being revealed yet. There's a cat that just jumped up on the table. There's information that has not been revealed yet. Some of you need to cloak your energy. Shield yourself. Protect yourself. I am a whore for blood sage. I love blood sage. I lit some this morning and I was like, dear gods, thank you for this herb, because it got me feeling right. It got me feeling right. Top of the deck. High Priestess, responsibility under passion. If you're going through this activation of consciousness, awareness, this awareness of your inner knowing, this awareness of your connection to your higher self, that's the key. Damn, 17 minutes in? Okay, I'm fine. We have the scrying mirror with shadow. Definitely in a period of shadow work, followed by the witch healer. Please go sit with Gaia. Protection, magic circle with winter popping out. We're about to enter into hibernation season. A lot of you guys could be feeling the need to go into hermit mode. Do just that. Be so aware of what your ego is versus what your intuition is. I love this reading. You guys are very protected. Behind that, look at this grounding with earth. Ooh. I have missed this. Not doing spiritual work. I just can't not do it. This is who I am, y'all. And I'm so grateful for all of you. Let's clarify this. And then I gotta get the fuck out. The Four of Wands. There's a foundation that needs to be built. Or you're currently building it. You're definitely in hermit mode. What's this incubation? The Tower card in the reverse, followed by the Magician in the reverse. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Three of Wands in the reverse. Something put you there? Ew, why are they showing me Han fucking Solo being cryogenically frozen right now? You're being stopped by the universe, because what's gonna happen is that, like, you're gonna get caught up in something that doesn't need to be caught up in. Dude, I need to brush you because you literally got up and hairs flew everywhere. It's past fight or flight energy. You guys could be dealing with addictions. Some of you guys could be going to counseling. Love that. Love you. Work on yourself. Heal yourself. You deserve it. They're just surrendering. They're just surrendering because it wasn't working for them. What's not working in your life? What do you need to surrender? What is this cloak energy? The Ten of Cups coming out sideways with it falling on the ground. Oh, okay. Do you deserve good things in your life? Are you a good person? Only you can establish that. If you want good things to happen in your life, then make the effort to be a good person, to make those changes. The Hermit in the reverse followed by Judgment. I'm telling you, whoa, with the Strength card in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, I'm not surprised at all that the Hermit card came out. For some of you, this incubation has happened and you're about to re-emerge. You're going through a phase of metamorphosis. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. You know your timeline. You know your wavelength. This is a divine activation. Heard. This is an awakening that needed to happen within you. Somebody didn't know they were a divine healer. Somebody didn't know that they work with spirit. Hello, welcome. You're about to go down a rabbit hole, and it's going to be really fun, and I'm here to help navigate you. This is turning into a starseed reading, so I'm going to make this a starseed reading just because it just feels like this. This feels like a very high vibrational conscious lesson. 20 minutes. Okay. I have to stop before 40 minutes. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Followed by 7 of Swords in the reverse. You're so over it. Let this releasing of energy happen. It's going to be uncomfortable. Look at her. She's just loafing. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be an easy process. You are going to not feel good. You're just purging. Top of the deck, 7 of Wands. Girl, there's so many voices. Everybody always got something to say, don't they? So again, differentiate between what is your inner knowing versus what is yap, yap, yap. They just showed me that clip of Dr. Yap from Bob's Burgers just walking around yapping like Zoidberg does. Fierce. Tell me about this High Priestess energy with responsibility, please. Thank you. We have the 8 of Wands. Did you see how that spun? Followed by the World card in the reverse. Haha. Some of you are trying to force this to happen faster. Baby, you can't force the change to happen. You have to work through it. Sorry about it. 5 of Swords in the reverse. I really like this. And the 3 of Swords in the reverse followed by the Page of Swords. You are going through a mental activation of understanding what is your intuition versus the projections of other individuals. I can't. Girl, I work a double today. What am I on? I'm about to go teach a kids class and then go to my other job. What? The Moon card in the reverse. You're definitely balanced. Any sort of... This is High Priestess energy. Excuse me. We're still on this card. My bad, guys. My bad. The truth will always set you free. You can't hide things. I was watching an episode of the To Be Better podcast, and they said red flags are seen and felt, not spoken. And I was like, tell me about this balance, please. Thank you. The 4 of Cups followed by the 9 of Cups in the reverse. You need to listen to your intuition, because if things are not working right now, let them not work. And that is the whole part of surrendering. Because sometimes we may want something and it ends up being the worst possible thing for us. And when we let that go, Spirit can show us how much better our lives can be when we just put up our hands and say, I'm done fighting ourselves. The Chariot card. Hello, balance. Followed by the 10 of Wands. Hello. Tell me about this shadow energy. What is this scrying mirror? Thank you so much. We have the 8 of Cups followed by the Sun card in the reverse. I'm telling you, it's the ego. It's the ego. The ego versus the soul. The ego versus the soul. It doesn't fucking matter. The message is still clear. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what the fuck are you doing? You're missing out. 8 of Cups. You're gonna walk through another layer of yourself. It's beautiful, and I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you guys. I was in the bath last night and I kept thinking to myself, and I'm recognizing that I'm starting to get out of the pit and I'm a few steps out of it, and it's like I have this whole canvas in front of me to create something beautiful. And I want you guys to understand that if this is resonating in your heart, you're right there. Tell me about this healer. I'm telling you, some of you guys don't know how divine you are. Tell me about this healer. Some of you don't know how divine you are. We're in Sagittarius season. Sagittariuses are the healers. They are the bridge to the spiritual world. Hello, Cora. Are you the avatar? Speaking of that, I'm ready. 2025. I'm ready for the Avatar teen series. I'm ready for the movies. I'm going to be so goddamn unhinged. I'm about to do a spoiler alert, because if you haven't watched Korra, stop this video, go watch Korra. Avatar Wong was so important in the legend of Korra because he was the first avatar for the rest of the avatars, and Korra is about to be the first avatar for the rest of the avatar because she lost all of her connections to her past life, and now she's going to be the past life healer for the next avatar. I'm not okay. Low battery, so sorry. Dude, that's my spirit team being like, bitch, you have to get out. Let's end this reading. Me going on a rant about Korra. I'm not okay. Also, again, I'm gonna say it. You can judge me. Zahir is gonna be first in my hear me out cake. Zahir, the dude can fly. Okay? Oh, YouTube. I can't believe this. This is my life. Money is coming. We're in this physical energy of abundance. I can't wait for Capricorn season. Not just because I'm a Capricorn and I'm ready, but like, let's just be so for real. We were talking about Brother Jesus earlier. That man's a Capricorn. Conscious activation, bitch. It's happening. It's so loud. Is winter solstice on the 21st? The start of Capricorn season. It's my dad's birthday. HBD. Yeah, winter solstice, you will start a Capricorn season. And when he told me this, like, birth time also, I was like, okay, got it. Yeah, of course. Focus your intentions versus they have bad intentions. Find out what is fear versus what is your intuition. What are projections from others versus not. Poetic justice, quit your job, it's not good for you, learn something new. You guys could be dealing with a lot of anxiety at work. If you feel like you need to leave, do it. This card was in my car, and I found it, and I just left a job a month ago, and my mental health has been so much better since leaving that job. And I remember unpacking my car, and this was in there, and I was like, oh, yeah, I do need to leave. If a place is not making you feel safe, get out. Get out. I'm going to leave these out because I love this. Poetic justice. This is so sexy, you guys. There's good karma coming for those who are earning it. Because it's not just given. It is earned. Learn something new, people. Activating consciousness. Stop looking for love and love yourself. You are loved. Focus on your intentions was just popping out again, so I'm going to take that. A female spying on you, choose a new path in the reverse. Stop looking for love and love yourself is also in the reverse. So I think you guys are understanding that, like, same message. Love will set you free. Your self-love will set you free. This is fucking gross. I'm sorry. I'm over it. I'm over people doing black magic on other people. There are consequences for your fucking actions. If you are doing magic towards other people, I just want to let you know straight up, it's not going to do anything for you. You want to know something? The universe is so good. I was being so sexually harassed by somebody at my other job, and, like, I'm not going to tell you all of these things. My last day of work, somebody dropped a wine glass on him, and it shattered. Cut his leg, and he was bleeding. And I literally sat there, and I was like, this That sucks. Sorry. But also, love that the universe did that. They said, hey, Justine, LOL. If you intentionally do bad towards people right now, karma's gonna whoop your ass and you're gonna look like a fool. You're gonna look like a fucking idiot. And that's on you, sis. You can control your life however you want to. You deserve better. I'm telling you, there are masks. There are people clowning around with their clown chakra open. We're not doing that shit. We're not doing that shit, guys. Some of y'all need to really cleanse your energy field, especially because, okay. Oh my god, 30 minutes. Okay, when I was a child, I would have extremely vivid night terrors of demons throwing me in a box in another dimension, trying to shove me in the box and lock it. Entities were trying to kill me in another plane of existence, so I would die here on Earth, because of how intense my light is and how intense my spiritual mission is here on Earth. And I have such vivid memories of that. Like, my parents will talk about me screaming. My bed that I had as a kid, it was a wooden twin bed frame made out of woods, and the only way to free myself and not die was to break my footboard, and that's still at my parents'. One bar was completely removed, and then the other one is snapped in half, and it woke me up, and I stopped having those dreams after that. But energy is everywhere, guys. Good and bad. Entities are everywhere, good and bad. They can be in people, they can be in other planes of existence. The spiritual realm and the physical realm coexist. Please stop being dumb to this. This shit is real. So when you go through the phases of activation, you may feel like you're being very attacked spiritually, and it's because you are. Because you have a bigger purpose here, because you have a higher mission here. 3223, as I said that. I love that. 55. Love that mirroring numbers. Y'all are shifting. This is an activation of your senses. Go watch The Fifth Element. I think I'm going to cut this reading here. I think the message is out. Just know that you have a divine purpose here to help activate consciousness, and that starts within yourself, big dog. I love you guys so much. I'll see you later.